Good morning, students. Today, under the same series of Animate CC, the topic which we're going to cover is timeline. So, let's proceed. Timeline. It is the rectangular window that is present at the bottom of the stage. It organizes and controls a document's content over a time in layers and frames. Like a movie film, Animate document divides length of time into frames. Here you can able to see the components of timeline. These are layers, playhead, frames, timeline header. Now, what are frames? A frame is a little rectangular cells that appears on the timeline. It is uniquely defined by a combination of the image to be displayed and the time the image is to be displayed. A sequence of frames makes an animation. Each frame is displayed on the screen until the next frame overwrites it. Since each frame remains displayed on the screen for a tiny but finite time period. You can think of an animation as frames displayed at discrete intervals of time in a continuous sequence. Next is keyframe. A keyframe is an animation, is a drawing that defines the starting and ending point of any smooth transition. The drawings are called frames because their position in time is measured in frames. A sequence of keyframes defines which movement the viewer will see, whereas the position of the keyframe on the video or animation defines the timing of the movement. Here in the image you can able to see that a black dot is there on the frame. This represents the keyframe. Now let's talk about layers. In animation and graphics software, layers refers to the different level on which you place your drawings, animations and objects. The layers are stacked one on top of another. Each layer contains its own graphics or effects, which can be worked on and changed independently of the other layer. Together, all the layers combine for a complete graphic or animation. Next component is playhead. The playhead indicates the current frame displayed on the stage. It is represented by a red frame and a red vertical line below. It moves from left to right on the timeline as movie proceeds through the frame.